Hello everyone, my name is Heidi and welcome back to Baby Name Sunday. Now this week's episode, we are doing a girl's name list and these are gonna be the must-have girl names to have on your baby name list for 2024. So these names, according to some data that I pulled, just like my previous video, these names actually were only given to 1 or 2 babies born in my province here, so in Canada. So it's kind of a good gauge to take a peek at for what kind of names are great contenders for more of that unique but trendy category. So I have a ton of girl names to share with you, so let's get on with the name list. So starting off this gorgeous list, we have the name Sera, spelled C-E-R-E-Y-A, Sera. This is stunning, and I'm shocked that it's kind of one of those names that you feel like would be a little bit more common, but it is not. And this is a Hebrew, Brazilian, and Portuguese rooted name. It means God is ruler, princess, bright woman, or morning star. Then we have one of my personal favorites, which is Winsley, spelled W-I-N-S-L-I-E, Winsley. This is so sweet if you want that Winnie kind of beginning, like Winslow, Winslet. We have Winsley. And Winsley is a mix of Welsh and English roots, and it means blessed meadow. Next up, we have one of my absolutely favorite girl names right now. It's the name Eena, spelled E-S-E-N-I-A, Eena. Now, for the ending, you could do like a Y-A, Eena. It's just so stunning, absolutely beautiful. It's a Spanish-rooted name. It means he sees, or it's related to the fragrant jasmine flower, which is a symbol of both beauty and love. Adel, spelled A-D-E-L-A-I, Adel, guys, Addie, any A-D beginning names are just such a boom right now, and Adel is like a mixture between like Adeline, but also like Lorelei with that lie ending. It's just, something else. And this one is derived from a German name and it means noble one or filled with kindness. We have Becket, spelled B-E-C-K-E-T-T, Becket for a girl with that nickname of Beck or Bax. I've seen a few use this recently, but again, it was only given to one child, little girl, in 2023. So I thought that was kind of cool. And remember, I am looking at Canadian data, not the US data, because that's not out yet. So I thought that was really unique for that kind of like neutral name or boy name for girl. Now, Becket is an Old English rooted name and it means beehive. These names are just seriously getting just so amazing. We have some really just variety, but if you guys are loving today's list, make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up button down below, writing a comment, just interacting with this video because it does make a big difference. It helps YouTube push it out to other people who are needing name inspiration, and I feel like this is just such a wonderful list for that. Also, maybe leave in the description box below your favorite name from today's list as well. All right, next up here, we have the name Castley, spelled K-E-S-L-E-Y, Castley. Now, this is definitely a very unique L-E-Y ending name, which L-E-Y ending names, man, there is a ton out there, but I think Castley just has a little bit of like a different feel, and you can definitely do that nickname of Cassie or Cass. I think that's cool. So this one is an Old English rooted name and it has a nautical meaning, meaning ship's victory. Emryn, spelled E-M-R-Y-N, Emryn. This was only given to one baby girl, which I thought was too cool. I think it's really sweet if you want that M or Emmy nickname. It's a Welsh rooted name and it means immortal or ruler. So very powerful for your little girl. Havana, spelled H-A-V-A-N-A, Havana. This is like such a dreamy place name. It's the Cuban capital, but it directly means like a place of bliss or serenity. Just something just like paradise. Arley, spelled A-R-L-I-E, Arley. This one is super sweet, very gender neutral, and it's a British rooted name meaning a rabbit meadow. We have a Sioux name here, so a Native American name. It's Dakota, spelled D-A-K-O-T-A, Dakota. Now this one is also a very neutral name. It's used for both boys, girls, whomever. And like I said, it's a Sioux rooted name meaning friend or ally. Loxley, spelled L-O-X-L-E-Y, Loxley, another really rare L-E-Y ending name. I love the X in there, gives it a little bit more of a punch, and I love the nickname of Loxy or Lox. Like, I just think that is so cool, but Loxy almost gives this vintage like lolly feel. And Loxley is an English rooted name and it means Lynx Glade by the lake. Viona, spelled V-I-O-N-A, Viona. This is a gorgeous V name, definitely very rare. It's French rooted, it means alive and fair one. Then we have the cool word name Arrow, spelled A-R-R-O-W, Arrow. Now a close family friend of ours actually has a little girl named Arrow, but again, it's quite rare. It was only used once from the data that I've seen for 2023, so definitely a very rare word name and cool word name for a girl. And an arrow is kind of like a symbol of direction, but also chasing goals. Okay, so for my next one here, guys, this is so cool. A great take on a musical name. So it's the name Lyrica, spelled L-Y-R-I-C-A, Lyrica. I think this is probably one of my favorite names on today's list. I think it's just so pretty, musically inspired, and a really great feminine take on the name Lyric. BLAIN, spelled B-L-A-I-N-E, BLAIN. This is another really great Blake and Blair alternative. Now Blake, there was a ton that I saw from the data, a ton used for girls. Blair was very close second, but BLAIN was only used once. So this is a fabulous choice if you like those really cool one-syllable B names that are kind of like gender neutral. And BLAIN means slender, but it's also the name of a 6th century Scottish saint. AYAYA, spelled A-K-A-I-A-H, AYAYA. Now this name also is one of my favorites on today's list because I think it just really takes from a whole bunch of different names that are so trendy right now that are loved by so many. You have Kai, Kaya, just really beautiful. And that Aya ending for the name. But Akaya means to rise, it means flower, and it means flourishing. So it's a very powerful name for your little girl. Livy, spelled L-I-V-I-E, Livy. Guys, this is the cutest nicknamey style name derived from the name Olivia, but I also find that it really is a name, like a standalone name for itself, because you can still do that nickname of Liv. So Livy with the nickname of Liv, I think that's just so pretty. And Livy is an Old English rooted name. It means peace, but it also means olive tree. We have a Z name here, which is the name ZAHRA, spelled Z-A-H-I-R-A, ZAHRA. This is a rare Z name, but definitely really pretty because you have like the 3 syllables, it's a little bit longer, just really beautiful. It's one of my favorite Z names that are Arabic rooted, and it means bright shining one. It basically means like uplifting energy and having a vibrant life, which the meaning is just insane. We have a little bit of a vintage name here, Elanora, spelled E-L-E-N-O-R-A, Elanora. This is so gorgeous because you can already tell all the nicknames are very trendy names right now. You have Elle, Ellie, Nora, even Eleanor. Those are just names that are really rising, but Elanora was only used once or twice, and it's a Greek rooted name. It means shining light. We have another place name here. It's the name Berlin, spelled B-E-R-L-I-N, Berlin. Now, I love this alongside Bristol. I was kind of picking between the two, which one to put, but I put Berlin, and I think this is a great, unique, more so like tomboy, sporty place sounding name for a girl. Like, I find Berlin, just this like cool sporty girl. Like that's just what I picture. And Berlin, like as an actual name, it's a West Slavic rooted name and it means river rake. We have an O name here, which is Olena, spelled O-L-E-N-N-A, Olena. This is so beautiful. Guys, the names on this list are incredible. Now, Olena is actually a Ukrainian rooted name, love that, and it means sun ray or it means shining light, Olena. We then have another musical name here, which is Rhythm, spelled R-H-Y-T-H-M, Rhythm. Now this one is definitely a very neutral musical choice, but I find like it's like a symbol of like the rhythm of your soul. Like it just has this like really cool, like the beat and the rhythm of your soul, and I like that meaning. It's just kind of a little uplifting. Then speaking of uplifting, we have the Jamaican name Irie, spelled I-R-I-E, Irie. Such like a fun I name, shorter, very on trend, but again, very rare. It means harmony, it means peace, and it means good vibes. I have a longer name here, which is Marabella, spelled M-A-R-I-B-E-L-L-A, Marabella. Now, Marabelle is definitely one to keep an eye on because that one's rising quite a bit, but Marabella with that Ella ending was only used once. Now, this is a Latin and French rooted name and it means drop of the sea, beautiful, and beloved. Now, before I mention the last few names here on my list, which definitely I am going out with a bang, I just wanted to let you guys know that because May is such a special month, Davian's birthday, my daughter Zella's birthday, it's Mother's Day month, I think there's just such a great omen about May. So I decided to do a promotion for all of May for my name consultations. So if you want to learn more info on that, basically you are receiving an additional 15 names for each of my name packages, completely free. So you can take a peek at my shop down below. I'll have it in my description box. You guys can take a peek at the pricing and all the different packages that I offer. Or if you have a question or anything like that, you can also send me a DM over on Instagram or send me an email with my email that's right here. Now, keeping on this kind of like sporty girl train, very similar to like Berlin, and I find that Berlin's sister could be named this, which is Swayze, spelled S-W-A-Y-Z-E, Swayze. I think this is probably one of the coolest names ever. It just has that flow, like Swayze, like the flow is insane. It's an English from German rooted name and it means Swiss. I have a gender neutral name here, which is Tully, spelled T-U-L-L-Y, Tully. I think Tully for a little girl is adorable. I think this is so sweet. It's an Irish rooted name and it means peaceful. We have Ayana, spelled A-I-Y-A-N-A, Ayana. This is another one of those Anna ending names that hasn't been too much of a big boom. It was only used once, so that's how come I had to add it, because you guys gotta snatch it up. It's a great name for that Anna ending name beginning with an A that's not too popular right now. So it's an African, Arabic, and Swahili rooted name. It means beautiful flower, intelligent, and perspective. Last 4 names here, guys, on the list. So next up, we have the neutral name Porter, spelled P-O-R-T-E-R, Porter, for a girl. This is like all of it. I love it. I love, love, love Porter. I love it for a boy as well. I feel like it's such an underused name. Now, Porter is an occupational name. It means transporter or messenger. I have Romy or Romy, spelled R-O-M-Y. Definitely depends on how you want to pronounce this one, but other than like Rumi or Remy, those were used so much. Like it was given to quite a few babies last year, but Romy or Romy, R-O-M-Y, wasn't used. It was only used once. So I really think that this is a great option if you love those style names, and especially if you really love Remy. This is a really great alternative. And it's a Latin rooted name and it means dew of the sea or rosemary. second to last name here, we have another gorgeous Z name, which is the name Zella. Z-E-L-L-A, Zella. This one makes me smile. I think it's beautiful. It's just very girly, but with that edge, with that Z. And Zella is a Yiddish and African rooted name. It means lack nothing, shadow, and happy. Now that brings me to my very final name on today's list, and I find this one you can definitely pronounce it a couple different ways, but it's Naraya or Naraya, spelled N-A-R-A-Y-A, Naraya or Naraya. Really depends on which way you want to go, but it's just a beautiful end name with that Raya or Raya ending that lots of parents have been loving, but it's a little bit of a longer form with that nickname. So this one is a Hebrew rooted name. It means lamp of God, so the light of God, inner love, or outer beauty. So it just encompasses just like a kind soul, genuine, gorgeous, but has her head on her shoulders, is very smart and knows the way. So that is it with today's name list. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did putting it together. Please let me know if there was a favorite from the list today that you added to your own personal baby names list. Leave that down in the comment section, and then be sure to go check out my website to take a peek at all my name consultation packages and really take advantage of my May consultation promo. All right, take care. I hope the sun is shining on you this weekend, and I hope you have a fabulous week. I'll see you next Sunday with another baby names list. All right, take care. Bye.